Joel, we're here today to talk about the blue water element disc and how we can utilize this disc to help us get off that treadmill of negative behaviors,
Mm.
patterns, and unwanted emotions. So, to you.
Candace, getting off the treadmill. And we're going to home back in on the idea of forgiveness as a technique. We're going to do it through the element of water.
Perfect.
Now, what's the value of water? And when we talk about water, it's not literally the stuff that's wet. It's the essence or element of water, meaning that which flows, rather than hard like a rock and a little bit more grounded than the air, cooler than fire. When we say that person burns me up, we mean I am angry. And when we have not forgiven somebody, whether it's the self, we feel badly about the way we've lived or behaved, or we're judging people, whether it's a person or two people or 20 people or 20 million people, whatever it is, we are burned up about that. And so we're going to use a energy tool that will help us smooth the energy and make that which is hard, prickly, tight, hot, and anxious and angry, and make it more like a wave.
So those,
When you
when you talk about those behaviors of being fired up, that that's something that you're really attached to, and that's what creates this repetitive behavior because you're
Mhm.
so attached to it,
Right,
right? And so,
those intense patterns are actually in your body, and every time they get re-triggered, they repeat exactly as they have been. So we're changing the pattern now. So you don't have to robotically keep on doing the same reaction.
it's like people say, "Oh, just forget about it." Well, you can't because that
Well,
energy
easy
field
to
is
say,
there,
isn't it? Yeah,
huh?
easy to say.
Yeah, because that energy field's still within your body. That frequency's still resonating in your body, so you can't
Yeah.
you
Mm.
can't just forget about something, but you can transmute it. You can change it.
I like that word transmute because that's the changing of something that's in one form into another form, lead into gold. In this case, anger into smoothness or anger into ease or peace. So when you interact and the meridians and the nervous system runs through the body, it winds up in the fingertips. You plug right in to the element of water.
Does it matter how we hold it?
Not really.
Just put your hands on it.
Some people like one way or another. You could put all your meridians here and all your meridians here, and you could do that.
Hmm.
Or you could do it like so.
Okay.
Or if you have one hand free, you like so. Notice how everything is plugged in.
So if you're let's say we have a repetitive pattern because we
Mm,
always have to work with or contend with someone who
mm,
pushes every one of our buttons. And every
mm,
time we see them, in a meeting or I don't
mm.
know, it's just like it just like
Right.
explodes within. So we
Yeah.
can't be sitting there talking to them like this. So could we literally
No.
just put it in a pocket? Could we, put it on our solar plexus? Would it still work to help us with that?
I would put it either here
Well, I mean, I
because
can't
it,
walk around like that. I'm
no,
going to tell you how it is.
put it on your heart.
Okay, so you could put it under your clothes. So you could put
You can
it.
put it under your clothes.
Okay.
Yeah. You could put it on your solar plexus or belly button, perhaps.
Okay. I mean,
Yeah.
because it's one thing to work with an energy um, when you're by yourself, and you
Right.
want to do that. But if you want continued support, especially
Yeah.
around that one person who pushes every button that you own.
Yes. Putting it somehow, you could t- tape it on or something on one of your chakras. If your heart feels upset there, if the person gives you a tummy ache, put it on your abdomen. If they affect your mind and you're wanting to do it out in public, you could just look like a hippie and just tape it up here.
Or you could wear a hat.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, just put a headband over it.
I'm just being creative because I know that, it's one thing for me to work, especially if there's a person who really, really pushes my buttons. It's like,
If that's happening, though,
huh?
If that's happening, I would really want you to do a 2-minute meditation that we can go into. The thing is, you could wear something all day, or you could use it in a really decisive way to work even deeper and more thoroughly.
Okay. So the key is to really to use the disc to work with the energy and transmute it so that when you're around that person, the button pushing isn't so intense.
Mm-hmm.
And that the more you use this away from the situation, the more it's going to lighten that energy field so that when you're around that person, it's not affecting.
It's easier.
They're not, or they're not controlling you.
Right.
Because that's also part of the changing the frequency.
Yes. So imagine the person, put them at a distance so they aren't right in your face. Take your disc, just sweep up and down the entire body.
Am I doing this to my body or their body?
You're doing this right within your own body.
Okay.
You're doing this for yourself. You're shifting the energy by taking something that holds the energy of the smooth, wave-like, watery element. You're moving it right through your body. And at a distance, there's that person. And you're starting to notice, I don't have to be so hot and bothered. I don't have to be so tight.
So responsive.
Yeah. It's more like a purring cat, and less like a cat that has its fur sticking out and it's going.
So you're actually like creating the future experience. I mean, you're changing the past experience.
You're changing the past for sure. It's setting it up so your future experience is smoother, more like waves in water, less like hot and bothered and fiery. Now, this is really good for your self-esteem because when we are perpetually made, seemingly, to feel bad, angry, and judgmental just because of somebody else, that's not good for your self-esteem. It's not good for your sense of self. It's as if you are robotically behaving in a certain way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now, some people will ask, oh, does that mean that we're now completely tolerant of that which we do not agree with? Of course not, because your brain still works, but you're saving yourself from upset and angst in your heart and your mind.
Well, the emotional response.
Yeah.
It doesn't change your perception.
It totally changes your perception because now you might recognize that this person that you're having a meeting with at work is silly in certain ways, but you will be calmer so that when you talk to them, you will have better outcomes. If you're trying to suppress rage, the quality of your mind is so low that you're just trying not to freak out just because you have disagreements with this person.
Well, you're reacting. You're in the reactive mode as opposed to the active mode.
The active, or proactive, as some people like to call it. Yeah. So this only improves the outcome. And if you're one of those people who's still stuck in the idea that, well, that person is so bad, they deserve my anger. This is one of the things that keeps people stuck because they're afraid that if they start to feel more peaceful, that means they are in agreement. But of course not. Your brain still works.
It's also about holding on to the grief. It's
holding on to grief, holding on to anger.
Because if they let go, if they say that person is, they're
Yeah.
letting go and and allowing that person to be whatever they want.
Yeah.
They're no longer attached.
You're not attached, but what that means is that you become attached to a higher reality.
Right. But
The
sometimes
reality that life is worth more than just sitting around being angry and getting your identity from that.
some people are really attached to being attached.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
So
this can
something,
be a little fearful because you are going to be letting go.
you're letting go of something that you do not need so that your attachment can move from judgment and anger to deeper understanding, which lets you recognize, well, maybe this person is silly for some good reason. It doesn't mean that you agree with their behavior or their speech or whatever. And when it becomes okay to recognize that everybody's at their own pace, it gives you access to your higher potential so that you can tune into solutions way more effectively.
Yeah.
When somebody's enraged and in judgment, the quality of their thinking, it will leap to automatic reactions, which can bounce back in a weird way, can have side effects.
Yeah, you're
Because
right. You're right. It does.
to use the word you said, it's reactive and not proactive.
Well, and you don't come up with a moving forward. You don't come up with solutions. You don't come up with new methods because
Yes,
you're
and
stuck. You're in that holding on,
Mhm.
stuck, holding on to making them a bad person.
Right, and that does little good for anyone.
Right.
But it keeps you not able to see solutions.
Right. Right. It keeps you
One thing that
stuck.
it does, stuck totally.
And that's what this is about. It's just holding on to that
Mm.
keeps you stuck. And most of the time when people are stuck, they have not the ability to let go. It's
Exactly.
letting go. I remember when I was really young, a medicine man had sent me a message. He just said, "Just let go," and I was like, "Let go? How do you do that?"
Mm.
And this
Yeah.
is one of the ways. This is
This is a way to
yes.
help you to tap into your potential. Remember that the potential is not within an energy tool. The energy tools help balance your energy so you can feel your potential, so your brain can start to work more effectively to find creative solutions that you couldn't find when you were stuck in the unforgiving, hardened state.
Wow, Joel, that is so fabulous. Thank you so much for that.
Blessings, Candace,
So,
and blessings to one and all.
so to our next training. Thank you, Joel.
Be well.